Howdy Girl Scouts, it's Melissa from Virginia Skyline Council. We're going to work on step 1 of the Brownie First Aid Badge, finding out how to get help from 911. This badge activity will take about 30 minutes and there are some supplies that you'll need. First, you'll need some sheets of paper that you can tear into strips. You'll also need some markers or something else to write with. You'll need a container of some type to put your slips of paper in. You'll also need help from an adult or a sister Girl Scout for the role-playing activity. First, let's talk about different types of emergency situations. Emergencies can include things like fires, car accidents, falling off a bike, getting stung by a bee, choking, or becoming ill all of a sudden. Sometimes people can't call 911 for themselves when they're ill or injured, and they'll need your help to do that. The first thing that you can do in an emergency is stay calm. That will help you remember all of the steps that you need to take to get people help. You also want to check the accident scene around you or the emergency scene to make sure that's safe. And you definitely want to try to find an adult right away who can help you. However, if there's no adult, you may need to call 911 on your own. When you call 911, you'll be connected with a dispatcher or an operator who will collect information from you by asking lots of questions. And then they'll determine who needs to respond to your emergency. It could be the police department, the fire department, or the rescue squad, or all three in some cases. The dispatcher will ask you questions like, what's your name? What's your address? Or what's the address of the accident? It might also ask you how many people are ill or injured, and if anyone is helping them already, and what type of injuries they might have. It's totally fine if you don't know all the answers, but it's important to give them as much information as possible. It's also very important to stay on the phone with the dispatcher until they tell you it's okay to hang up. Now you're going to practice. Ask your adult or your sister Girl Scout to write down different types of emergency situations on the paper, and then tear them into strips, fold them up, and put them in the jar. Then you'll draw them out and practice calling 911 and telling the dispatcher what's going on. Remember, we're not actually calling 911, we're just pretending. For example, if Daisy falls off her bike and scrapes her knee, is that a real emergency? Should you call 911? Probably not. She probably needs to just wash the scrape and put a Band-Aid on it. Now, if Daisy falls off her bike and breaks her arm and hits her head, that's pretty serious and would require a call to 911 to get proper help.